Hello, my students. I hope you've had a glorious Thanksgiving. Now, remember, when you get tired, just think of this. We only have 4 weeks to Christmas vacation. Only 4 weeks. Keep pushing yourself. I know it's hard, but you got to do it. So, anyways, I thought we'd have a review for next Tuesday's test. Big one, big test. Gotta do well. That's the one that's going to move you. Then the following Tuesday will be our last test of the quarter. Then I do plan to make a buddy quiz review for Thursday's quiz. Now, Thursday's buddy quiz is going to be over laws of exponents and polynomials. Then I will give you a review sheet for the final by Friday, but the buddy quizzes should help you along the way. But anyways, here are some problems for radicals. Stop the video, then try them, and then I will do them. Now, this is not everything I could put on the test. It's just the problems that people tend to get wrong. Same with imaginary. Then I have some problems to review for factoring. So go ahead, stop it, do the top line, then come back on for me. No, okay, I'm glad you're done. Okay, we're going to break this up to the cube root of the 27, because 27 is 3 cubed, and x to the 9th, because 9 is divisible by 3. And that'd be cube root of 2x squared. Can't do anything with that because it's not a perfect cube. Then let's see, this would be 3x cubed, cube root of 2x squared. Now this one, I have 3 2's. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. I need 5 of them. Let me move it up. I need 5. So I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom by the 5th root of 4. 2 more. So altogether, I'd have the 5th root of 4 over the 5th root of 32. And 32 is a 5 2, so the 5th root of 32 is 2. So I can take it. Doop. Okay, this one. Oh, I got a plus. Ooh, that's a little high. Sorry about that if you couldn't see it. So I need to write this twice and FOIL it. Now notice the difference with this one and this one. There's no plus or minus. So you just square both terms. That'd be 4 times 3, because square root of 3 squared, the square root and square cancel out, so this would be 12. But this, I got to actually FOIL it. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 squared of 3, 2 squared of 3 would be 4 square root of 3. And square root of 3 times square root of 3 is square root of 9, which is 3. Okay, now this one, the last one. Now again, there's going to be more radicals on the test than this, so you might want to review from previous videos. I'm just putting the ones that people tend to mess up on. So this, I multiply, just switch. Ooh. Thanksgiving leftovers can be murder. So switch the middle sign, and then it should FOIL out. So 4 is on top, so it would be 24 plus 4 square root of 2 over 36. Now it's minus 6 square root of 2 plus 6 square root of 2 is 0. That's gone. And minus times a plus is minus square root of 2 square root of 2 is square root of 4, which is 2. So I'd have 24 plus 4 square root of 2 over 34. 2 goes into both terms, so I can reduce this. 12 plus 2 square root of 2 over 17. Now, here's the imaginary part. It's like you're Peter Pan. Go ahead, turn this off, do that, and I'll do it. Okay, glad you did it. So this would be I squared of 5, I squared of 10. So it's I squared square root of 50. Now 50 is 25 times 2, and the square root of 25 is 5. I squared is negative 1. Well, I'm going to do this just for your notes. So square root of 25 is 5. So it'd be 5 times negative 1 is negative 5 square root of 2. Now, the reason I showed you this one is most people just go negative 5 times negative 10, but no. You cannot multiply not real together like that. The only rules apply to real numbers. The square root of negative 5 is not real. because you can pop your eye out. Now here, no pluses or minuses, so it's just 3 cubed, I cubed. What's I cubed? That's right, negative I. 3 cubed is 27, so the answer is negative 27I. Now notice this is multiplication, so it's negative I times 27, not 27 minus I. Now this one, 6 times 2 is 12, times 1 is 12. I is I cubed, so again, that'd be minus 12I. And then this, we got to get rid of the I on the bottom, so I'm going to multiply top and bottom by I. Very easy, because I is I squared, which is negative 1, so the answer is negative 5I. This one, now you got to FOIL it. So it'd be 2 times 3 is 6. 3I minus 4I is minus I. And I would be minus 2I squared. But I squared's negative 1, so that makes this plus 2, so it's 8 minus I. This one you multiply by the conjugate, so it'd be 6 minus 2I. Boy, I need to clean this screen. Can't hardly see. So this would be 24I on the top minus 8I squared. Then on the bottom we'd have 36 minus 4I squared. If you FOIL all this out, 6 is 36, 12I minus 12I is 0, minus 4I squared. So I squared is negative 1, so that's 8 plus 24I over 40, because I squared is negative 1. That makes this plus 4, 36 plus 4. And there's a number that goes into all of them. I think 8 does, so 1 plus 3I over 5. Now, one problem I didn't put on here, what if we had like I to the 42? Remember, I to the 4th is 1. So we break this up in I to the 40th, I squared. Because I to the 40th would be I to the 4th to the 10th. I to the 4th is 1, 1 to the 10th is 1. So anything that has a power divisible by 4 on your I turns into 1, and I squared is negative 1. Now, let's review our factoring a little bit here for the test on Tuesday. I've labeled what they are, so go ahead and do those top 5, then turn me back on. Okay, so the GCF, 5 goes in every term. There is an x, so it'd be 5x to the 5th. So it'd be 4x to the 15th. Don't forget, when you multiply two things in base, you add. Plus 2x to the 5th plus 1. This one, difference of squares. Now next week's test, a week from Tuesday, I won't put this up here, but this week I will, just so you get used to it. So what are you squaring? 16. X squared is x squared. Here, this would be x to the 8th squared, and this would be 7y to the 7th squared. So it's x to the 8th plus 7y to the 7th, and x to the 8th minus 7y to the 7th. Oh no, cubes, if we only had a story. How about first write it without the cubes, then square the first term, opposite sign, product of the two, add the square. Now this one, first write it without the cubes, do 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 do, that's what I really want you to do, do 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 do. Square the first term, then opposite sign. Hurry up, now don't fall behind. Product of the two, then add the square. Just wanted to make you aware. That's how you factor the cubes when you're smart in a smart school. Hey, trinomials. So last term's plus, so other factors of 9 that add up to 6. That'd be x minus 3, x minus 3. 3 times 3 is 9. What do you add? 3 plus 3 is 6. But you got a square, so you write it twice to make it nice. This one, I kind of hopefully think it's easy. What do you multiply to get 2, but you subtract to get 1? How about 2 and 1? Now the largest combination has to be this sign, so it'd be 2. Okay, what do you multiply to get 80? But you subtract to get 2. Gotta hurry up. I'm running out of time here. How about 10 and 8? 10 times 8 is 80. 10 minus 8 is 2. Largest one combination has to go with that. So there we go. And this one, last one's plus, so we're adding. So it'd be XX. How about 11 and 4? Doing this fast, I know, but I'm running out of time. Oh no! Last term is plus, so both signs are the same as that one. Now we are going to review some tomorrow in class, but I thought I'd give you some of Thanksgiving off. So have a good day. Probably have another video in about an hour.